And so the New York Times characterized Michael Brown's final weeks. And here's what the New York Times wrote that caused people to go crazy. Michael Brown, 18, due to be buried on Monday, was no angel, with public records and interviews with friends and family revealing both problems and promise in his young life. Shortly before his encounter with Officer Wilson, the police say he was caught on a security camera stealing a box of cigars, pushing the clerk of a convenience store into a display case. He lived in a community that had rough patches, and he dabbled in drugs and alcohol. He had taken to rapping in recent months, producing lyrics that were by turns contemplative and vulgar. He got into at least one scuffle with a neighbor. Now, those are the words of the New York Times, one of the most established, iconic, liberal newspapers on the planet. I mean, yesterday's front page of the New York Times was all about how long it took to remove Michael Brown's body from the pavement, suggesting that the reason his body lay there for 4 hours is because the cops are a bunch of racists. And here's what people who know police know about why Michael Brown's body laid there, and it took maybe some time before they covered it with a sheet. Remember something. The police on the scene and the people involved in the Michael Brown investigation, they weren't investigating a little old lady who was shot dead in a convenience store by a masked gunman. They viewed Michael Brown as a perpetrator. I'm sorry, and that could be wrong. Maybe that was the wrong, maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was just standing on the sidewalk minding his own business, and Officer Darren Wilson just shot and killed him in cold blood. I don't believe that, but I know there are many people who do.